We have these character portraits that we use for our player and NPCs during dialogue to give them a little bit more life. But how do we create these pixel portraits? So since we normally start with the character's in-game sprite, what I do is chop the head off of that, move that over to a separate file, and then drag it to be the appropriate size that we need for the UI. But since it's pixel art, you can't just expand it to make it bigger because each individual pixel will spread to be 2, 3, 4x the original size that it was supposed to be, and it makes the outline look really wonky. So a lot of the time that I spend making these portraits is honestly just cleaning up the outline. It's smoothing out those edges that have become distorted due to, 2xing or 3xing each individual pixel. The other thing you might have just saw me do that I spend time during these portraits is getting the color palette right. Since we mostly do 2 or maybe 3 tone shading in our in-game sprites, this character only has a couple different colors on his hood. So I have to pick some of the kind of fill colors, those on the darker edge and on the lighter edge, to fill in the hood and the face. Here you see me doing from the darkest black to kind of like that lightish gray that we have on the middle of the face. And then same thing with the fur around the hood. Those are single tone in game. Then I have to add a couple different highlights and darker colors for the larger sprite. So after I do that, you'll see me kind of cleaning up some of the edges and then adding those new colors that I just picked to the sprite. I'll start with the outline. Instead of making it black, I'll make it kind of like that darkish brown, and then I'll fill in some of the highlights and some of the shading to really pull this portrait together. Do you guys like these stylized versions of portraits that we do? Let me know what you think.